stories told by De La Casas. You can look up this story just about anywhere. Look up the story of Hatuey, especially if you're Haitian. This is your history. So you should actively be reading it. Don't let people try to separate you from the history, talking about oh, you're African, that history has nothing. No, it's all your history. One of the historical accounts set aside by De Las Casas was when they attempted to baptize Hatuey. They captured Hatuey, and a priest came to Hatuey, and he told him, Hatuey, you're a sinner. You must repent. Hatuey didn't understand this because their concept of religion was very different than our concepts of religion today. He explained to Hatuey that if he died without becoming baptized, he would burn in the fires of hell for all of eternity. And Hatuey asked them, what of the Spanish? Where do the Spanish go when they die? The priest told Hatuey, well, if they are baptized, they go to heaven like all good Christians. And Hatuey looked at the priest and said, then don't baptize me. I don't want to go anywhere the Spanish go. They are horrible people. I'd rather go to hell. This marks the end of Hatuey's journey as he was burned at the stake for heresy. How fighting for your right to be free is heresy, I'll never know. But people will also always justify the evil things they do. That's just the world that we've been living in currently. The world we've been living in currently. Next, we have the next story we have is the story of Anacaona. Anacaona was a princess of Haiti, more of a queen. She was a queen of Haiti. Her brother was royal lineage and her husband was royal lineage. They had attempted a coup on the Spanish, but they failed and they were killed. So she attempted to do the more peaceable thing by negotiating with the Spanish to preserve the life of her people. The Spanish, being duplicitous, only saw ways to gain and also ways to fulfill their lust. But she wasn't having it, so they figured, all right, if we're gonna get this Anacaona chick, we're gonna have to set her up. So what the Spanish did was, at a ceremonial dinner with many of the caciques or chiefs of the island, they waited till everyone was in the bahui, or the house, the grass house, and they set the roof on fire. Many of the chiefs escaped, but many of them were burned. Anacaona was one of the ones who escaped. They arrested her and they charged all of them with conspiracy and heresy and attempt to overthrow the Spanish influence on the island. Even though none of it was true, she was actually trying to work about more peaceful results with the Spanish. So on the day before she was hung, they gave her an offer. They told her, we'll forgive all the wrongdoings you've done against the crown of Spain if you relinquish all leadership to us and you take one of our men as a husband. She was severely insulted by this, and she told him that she'd rather be hung and died than take on one of the Spanish as her husband and betray her people. And they did just that. They hung her. Now, these are two peoples, two separate instances at the beginning of the conquest of Haiti that rebelled. Now you kind of understand why that rebellious spirit is always so fearfully quenched and quelled and stepped on in Haiti, because it's not a one-time thing. It's something that's continually happened. It's happened over and over again. And once again, this is why they cripple them economically and they cripple us economically, and they keep a boot heel on our neck. But now is the time for us to learn and reread our history so we can learn where we went wrong as a people, and we can make better decisions in the future to have better results. Another instance, after we'll call it the Arawak Chronicles, what happened in the past, or the Taino Chronicles. After they enslaved pretty much everyone in Haiti, they sent about 2,000 slaves back to Spain. They were sending slaves back and forth from America to all over the place, to Africa, to Spain, to different parts of America. It was crazy. They rounded up a whole bunch of indigenous Arawak slaves over in Central America, and they shipped them over to Haiti to work. They also grabbed a great many slaves. Some say they cleared the island of Nassau of all the inhabitants to bring them to work in Haiti. They would tell you that all these people died, but my question is, where are all the mass graves for these people? You know, and a lot of these descriptions of these people, they look they were described to be black a lot of the cases. A lot of people will argue that they weren't, but they were. It is what it is. A lot of time, these people were described as black. There were black people witnessed in Haiti. So right off the bat, that tells you the regular history that you're given, you're lied to about, and that you are tied to these very lands. That's why they lied to you about it in the first place. But once again, do not take my word for it. Look up my references. Another great book to get into is Of Cannibals and Kings, Primal Anthropology in the Americas. That's an excellent book. It has a great many articles on the history of Haiti and the indigenous history of Haiti. And one of the very ones I found very interesting was one on the zombie ceremony. Any Haitian can tell you what a zombie is. It's basically a reanimated slave for a voodoo priest using herbs and different wildlife and different extracts and different botanical things to bring about certain processes in the body. Now, what I found interesting is all my life I've been told from mostly non-Haitian sources, to be honest with you, and some